Hello everyone, welcome back to the Fruitymasterz channel. Yeah, so today I got something really exciting to share with you. But before I do, I'm just really glad I actually finally fixed my microphone. There have been many problems, basically ruining all types of videos I tried to make in the past couple of months. I actually had this really great melody tutorial. The final result was fine, but the explanations were really good and it was totally messed up by noise. Sometimes I like to clean things up and, well, yeah, remove unnecessary things out of my studio. And there was this thing between my microphone. I'll show you a video right here, this thing. And I was like, yeah, what's it doing there? It looks ugly, so let's remove it. And since then I've been having these noise issues. Turns out it removes the noise. So I placed it back, and as you can hear, it's way better now than probably the previous video I made. So a couple of months ago I started realizing I'm still using my own sample pack, which is fine, makes sense, but it's 4 years old and I'm actually 4 years better in what I do now than when I made the pack. And then of course I also use other sample packs for the samples I don't have in my own pack. And that's a problem, right? So my pack is missing stuff. So then I was like, alright, it's time for a new sample pack. It's time to start working on Essentials too. And I really went all in for this one. It's really awesome. I can't wait to work with it every day. Let me show you. Let me show you its features. Yeah, love that YouTuber. Let's go right here to Fruitymasterz Essentials 2. It's a sample pack. Let's click it and it's quite cool already. It's out right now, but the official release date is in January next year. So well, that really doesn't matter that much, but that's when I drop the trailer. I want to have a bit more time for the trailer. So that's also the reason why starting now, the pack is available. There will be free updates until next year. I will try to do weekly updates and tutorials. I actually want to do some really cool stuff with tutorials. There's way more things you can do with this pack than I'm just telling you in this video. But yeah, just so you know. So if you buy the pack right now, the pack will actually keep growing until the end of the year. And for those of you who buy the pack, those updates will definitely be free. There will also be some free stuff in the coming weeks. But really, for real, this pack is nuts. So the first thing we have right here is 80s drum kits. Now, I don't know about you, perhaps for those of you synthwave freaks, or I don't know, but I'm a big 80s fan. I love all of that music and the really strange, unique kind of mixing they did back then. Damn, there's even reverb on kicks. So let's have a look at one of those kits, for example. I processed these myself. I actually started using a bunch of plugins I never really use. For this one, there's a bunch of compressors and I think Oxford Inflator, whatever. So this is how it sounds. Let's just make a quick beat, just to show you a little bit what's it about. Now, as you can see, the head right here, it's not on the full volume, but the kick should be. Yes, the kick is. Now, the thing is, when you click samples, when you browse samples and you click a kick, you want it to be loud, right? But when you click a hi-hat or a crash, you don't want it to be as loud as possible because that's really unpleasant to the ear. So even the crash is lowered in volume. I believe it's all the cymbals in the entire pack are on 50% volume, so yeah, no surprises there. And there we have some kind of 80s beat, which is fun, spending way too much time on this already. This is pretty much where I started. A friend of me said, hey, how about those 80s toms? Now, I really pulled that off. Never gonna give you up. Yeah, and then also different kinds of kits. I'm not sure about this one. Oh, that's a really nice snare. Yeah, I had so much fun with this. Yeah, let's throw in a quick bass line. So I made a quick bass line for the drums. This is just a simple bass line. So with the quick bass line, it sounds cool. Nice, so moving on, 80s kits. Now, here's something cool. I actually tried to imitate acoustic drums. I don't have acoustic drums in my studio. Yeah, so it's a weird combination of recordings that are definitely not official drums and synthesized drums, like 909 drums. I did all kinds of crap here, and they sound pretty convincing. So here's a little project I made with those acoustic drums. You can actually see it right here. Fruitymasterz Essentials 2, acoustic tom, yeah. And snares and hats and stuff. So this is something I made. While I was actually trying to, something went wrong with the snare. So it sounds really tonal. It's actually quite nice. It's quite a pleasant sound. It gives this sort of locomotive vibe in the rhythm. You'll just hear it in a minute. Here we go. It's a 7th, I think. I think those drums do really well for not being real acoustic drums, sounding like acoustic drums. Yeah. That's pretty great, right? So yeah, I think that's fun. Now, analog drums, these ones have been recorded from my drum synthesizer, my analog drum synthesizer. And I kept them dry. These are not processed except for removing empty space in the sample and normalizing the volume. Now the next one is probably the best part of the previous sample pack, Essentials 1. The Buildup Fillers. I called them snare builders, but this makes more sense. Let me show you what that does. Now let's say you're working on a melody and the melody is playing on its own, and then you want to go to the kick part, right? And in between there you want to build some tension. You don't always have to do that, but it's pretty standard, I think. Then you have to make those snares, those rhythms, all the effects and stuff, and you're spending maybe a lot of time on something you don't really want to spend time on. So let's say we just grab one here. Well, wait, that's 160 BPM, and you'll see it matches perfectly. Yeah, so that's really nice to just throw in. Actually, this one is named 5. And this one is also named Buildup Filler 5 because it's the same, but the other one is triplets. So there's the key of each buildup filler and if it's triplets or not. Yeah, so that's that. Moving on to probably my favorite part of this pack, the cinematic drums. Yeah, so I've been playing around with Contact and all kinds of things. I think East West also has cool things. It's called Storm drums there, and with Contact Action drums, Action Strikes, Hits. Yeah, and I really wanted to have that in Essentials 1, but the problem is you can't just rip those samples and use them for your own pack. That's, yeah, not really allowed. The thing with samples is you when you buy them, you don't own them, but you basically pay to use them. There's a difference. So yeah, I had to figure out a way to do it myself. Yeah, and I did quite fine. So here are the drums I made. All those kind of drums, which is really cool, but I actually made some drum loops with it, and they sound really cool. Now I did them in 2 BPMs, 128 and 150. You might be like, so yeah, why? Now the thing is, so you can hear them on a lower tempo and a higher tempo, because here's where it gets interesting. I'll show you. Let's grab this one, for instance. It's 128 BPM, so let's have a listen. This is one of the drum loops. And that's nice, right? But what if you want to change something? Now that's where it gets interesting. This is drum loop 5, so let's go to drum loop 5 to the builder. These are MIDI files with the names of the drums I've used. So let's grab drum 1, 4, 9, 4. Damn, this is a lot. 1, 4, 9, 14, 18, 20. Alright, so I found all of these drums in the solo folder here. Now let's just drag and drop the MIDI to the right track. And here's something else. The volumes are all the same, so you don't really have to set the volumes. You can change the volumes if you want to, but it's all done right here in the MIDI itself. So this is, well, I think it's a really cool trick I made up. I totally love this. You can also change the drums, of course. Yeah. And the rhythms. Now, this is our drum loop right here. And if we now play it with the recreated MIDI, which was really fast. That's pretty cool, right? Now there is something with samples, I should say. When I hit it right now, let's say I hit a really low note, and then a high note, you'll hear what I mean. It cuts it off, so I don't really know how to fix this in the sample itself. I think this is an FL Studio thing. Just enable the envelope and set it to maximum sustained release, and you'll have this. Now it's fixed. Do that for every sample. And if you fix that, it basically sounds the same, but yeah, a bit better. Now, and here's the cool part. You can actually make it sound better. So let's throw everything into the mixer real fast. Let's make a, I don't know, drum bus. Yeah. Let's send everything there. But now let's listen to the individual drums. Alright. And let's start. This is something I didn't do in the loop files right here, but you can do yourself. Panning. Panning the sounds. I mean, let's throw this one to the left. Not all the way, 50%. And this one to the right. Let's throw on an inflator or something. Or a wave shaper. Wave shaper might be cool, I think. A little bit of reverb, not too much. And now, after recreating the loop file here with the MIDI in the builder folders, and just panning them a little bit to the right and the left, and then throwing on a wave shaper and a reverb, you go from this to this. And you can change everything you want. So I think that's really cool about the cinematic drums here. So have lots of fun with that. I will do a special tutorial on this before the year ends on how to create your own cinematic drums and drum loops out of household items. I'm really excited for that tutorial. Just hitting some pizza boxes and crap and making it sound like Hans Zimmer, I don't know. Now, let's move on. So right here we have the drums. Now this is the basic boring shit. We have claps, of course. Yay. Now this is not really that special, but they are fine claps, and it would be a problem if it's missing basic claps, right? Now crash is same thing. Yeah, they are new, but they are basic. The heads are actually a little bit better, but it's missing a 909 head, which is in the analog drums. Yes, so there you can find the basic head. Like, that's my favorite head of all time. But yeah, now let's go to kicks. This is where it gets cool. Now, we have clean kicks and distorted kicks. With the clean kicks, it's actually already quite impressive. So right here we have 4 new folders. Classic kicks, right? 38 classic kicks. Now, let's go buy them. They are all pretty different and unique and sounding pretty great actually. Now let's say you want another type of kick. I did not name them house kicks, techno kicks or whatever, just the way they sound. These are deep. More like a little bit of sub kicks or 808 kicks ish. Now the hard kicks, they are pretty hard. And yeah, in a way you can, I think, I'm not an expert, but for techno producers or other types of music producers, I think you will find kicks in here you don't find in much other packs. Yeah. Let's try something real quick. This one, let's go to 125. Alright. Let's make it something gated. Alright, let's pump it up. Let's a little bit less decay. Perhaps a wave shaper. From this to this. I don't know. I think you can. I'm not an expert on gated kicks, but I think this is pretty funny. Yeah, perhaps distorted even. Yeah, let's throw on some distortion. Ah, this is pretty fun. Can we go any faster with this? Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so hard kicks. Then stomp kicks. I think this is more techno-ish, or yeah, you see. Let's try this one with that effects, right? Let's go lower. Yeah, so these are really usable. Now, distorted kicks. What could that be? We have some kicks here. All kinds of stuff. Now, these are new. I will add a few more, because the previous pack had a lot of distorted kicks. Now, punches. Oh, damn. I actually subdivided those too. Yeah, so here we have some punches, which is always nice to have. Had a lot of fun making these. Yeah, just be creative, have some fun. Now, laser punches. Yeah, those are laser punches. Tonal punches, also pretty cool. I think those are great punches actually. Compared to the previous pack, this is really, really good. Yeah, then pitched kicks. There's 5 different pitched kicks now, and they each sound pretty up to date compared to Essentials 1. Right. That's a really cool kick. Ah, this is the one from Morningstar, I think. Morningstar Part 2. Yeah, let's show you real quick. Let's go to 200 BPM. I believe this kick deserves a fair demonstration. Let's just throw it in there. It's all perfectly cut. Yeah. Yeah, let's throw a little piano in there. FL keys, would that work? Yeah, perhaps with a synth or something. We need to stop the piano. And let's grab that nice little hi-hat from the analog drums. Let's go back to that kick. And make it a little bit louder. And what could be fun is throwing on a reverb. And then throwing on a kickstart or something. Perhaps making it a little bit brighter. I don't know, I'm just trying something out, and we just made this really fast. Perhaps we can go a little bit Paul Elstak here by speeding up the hi-hat. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, those are the pitch kicks. I think that's really cool. And then we also have the effect kicks. Yeah, it's basically filtered kicks. You can do them yourself, but they have been processed in a way that it sounds different than a normal distorted kick. I'll show you. Yeah, so right here I have sets. So there are 6 sets. Each of them are different kicks, but they have been made from the same kick. So they sort of... It's almost like a really modern 80s tom. But yeah, you can use them combined. Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. Then I also process them. Let's say set 4, kick 2. Let's go there. See? That's the Q dance outro, right? Tom tom. Oh no, that's another one. Yeah, so this is basically how it looks. Go to 150 BPM and it'll be, yeah, in sync. So I think that's pretty useful. All of these samples are new. Yeah, then we have some rides. Wow. Yeah, just nice to have in there. Snares. Oh, right. 2 folders now. We have the clean snares, the normal ones. And then I also did a little processing. Because while I was making those 80s sounds, I was like, hey, this is really nice with the inflator and stuff and saturation. Now, so I made a bit bigger snares. So these might also come in handy. Now, moving on. Effects. Exhaust. Nice. Always nice to have. Impacts. Yeah. Then some sweeps. Yeah, so that's really nice to have also. Then some other sounds here, a church bell. Yeah, and then right here, the monkey bell. That's something I'm really happy with. It's some sort of cowbell, but it's more tonal. Let's show you. So I was practicing some samples and sounds by recreating a soundtrack from a TV series called The 12 Monkeys. And it was really interesting to do that, but in there was this bell sound. And it took me a while to find it. I actually found it in Opus by East West. And from there I started analyzing the sound to recreate it with a little AM, FM stuff. And layering, and I don't know, but yeah, so this right here. So this is the soundtrack recreation. Pretty much all of this here is Essentials 1 and Native Instruments. But it's about the bell. Yeah, so this is... that's from East West. So I tried to recreate it. Yeah, so... And I actually think this one is better. So let's go there. Alright, let's make sure it's not... Alright, in the same mixer. Okay, so this is my reference sound. And this is what I have, what's in the pack, something I made. Alright, so let's listen to the same thing with my sound in it. I think this is a really cool sound. I mean, when do you need a bell, right? But if you pitch it, it's really cool. You know what? We could use some. We could actually use some of those cinematic drums in here. Let's speed it up a little. 150. Let's go to the cinematic drums. Let's find something cool. That one is pretty much Terminator, but yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Okay, so those are the monkey bells. Now, from there, let's move on. Vocal chops, okay, pretty simple. Yeah, that's probably again from isolation, but it's nice to have fun with. Yeah. I know you can do all kinds of stuff with them. It's hard to get this type of sound with a synthesizer, so I took them out of my own vocals. And yeah, talking about vocals, yeah. Hello. So I have included 4 vocals right now. I want to do at least one more. These are sort of ish artificial, not really AI. One of them, yeah, but it's a lot of human touch to get it this far. I actually did include the one from A Better Place. Let's just show you the vocals. Right, let's just show you the vocals. These ones are included. These are the examples, by the way. Holy crap, damn, they are loud. Yeah, so that's from a track I made. I never released. I might, but yeah. You can also have fun with it. It's a nice high-pitched scooter type of vocal on a high BPM. I think you can have a lot of fun with it. Now the pendants. This is something you know from a little experiment I did on YouTube, on my channel. I think this was done with a translator. I think this was Google Translate or something similar. No, tdsmp3.com. Yeah, and I mixed the living shit out of it. I think those pads are really awesome. Yeah, so real quick, let's have a look at one of these folders. Let's say the pendants. Let's grab the dry one and the mixed one. And then there's a vocoder. But yeah, this is the dry version.
The universe, home to our solar system and our planet, Earth.
And the mixed version without instrumentals.
The universe, home to our solar system and our planet, Earth.
I see quite some peaks here. You might want to compress that. Sorry, perhaps I'll fix it. Let's see.
The universe.
Yeah, right there.
The universe, home to our solar system and our planet, Earth.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Then we have this one. This one is a new vocal. It's called Doubt. Have you ever wondered? And I wanted to create some type of Project 1 style vocal. Don't worry, I didn't clone anyone. Yeah, this is all within the rights, and I actually paid for this a little bit. Yeah, but this is a little, yeah, I wanted to do something the spoken word Project 1 style, but not an entire rip-off.
Have you ever questioned your own reality? What happens after we die? What happened before we were born?
Yeah, it's funny. It sounds pretty stereo. That's actually because little altar boy I used to pitch down the AI vocal freaked out and turned everything into stereo, but it actually worked somehow. Now, and then we have this one. I think all of you most of you know this vocal. It's from a test I did with the M Voice VST. Yeah.
Like a million miles from home, in a galaxy far away. Is this the place I belong? Should I go or should I stay? Take my hand and follow me to the stars and beyond. Take my hand and follow me wherever our path might lead us.
Now there is a lot of reverb in here, but I believe I included the dry version, which is mixed, but without the reverb.
Like a million miles from home, in a galaxy far away.
Now, so that's the pack for now. That's over 600 samples that all sound pretty good. Now the thing is, I actually deleted at least maybe 50 or 100 sounds from the pack before releasing it. Sounds that sounded a little bit too similar, or that I was like, yeah, this is not really that great. There was this, for example, this kick, and it really had not much attack, and it was really strange. So I was like, yeah, let's delete it. So it's really quite refined. This is an awesome pack. So it's now above 600 samples, I believe. At the end of the year, it might even be 700 samples, so or perhaps more. I don't know. I want to spend as much time on this as possible until the year ends to make it really quite something, because I'm just really excited to see another sample pack again. This is my second sample pack ever, and my best, and my biggest, and my most awesome pack. Yeah, so once again, the coming weeks I will try to do a tutorial or a video every week about something cool, perhaps a little bit pack related, and include a few new samples. I'll work a bit more on some more kicks, and I want to do one more vocal, like I said. There's also going to be something experimental with MIDI that will help you to create new melodies. I hope I can finish this in time, because that's quite a lot of work, but you'll see. This pack is truly high quality and awesome. Make sure to check it out. It really helps when you guys support me. That's how I can actually keep this stuff going. And see you again in the next video. Fruitymasterz Essentials 2, people. Awesome. I'm really excited. Can't wait to use it every single fucking day.